Matter on the ground. Bookie Sote, how are you doing? How are you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Rosalind, how are you doing? Marie, how are you doing? How are you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, share the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, share the video. Omo. According to reports, according to reports on Instablog, I'm going to analyze quite a few things. I'm going to analyze Very Dark Black Man. I watched his video. I'm going to analyze the reports about Naira Marley and Samilari Remanded. Now, the story is seen on Instablog. It's titled Justice for Naira Marley. Samilari, others to chill in police custody for 21 days. This announcement was given by the police. Benjamin Hundein said Aziz Fashola, aka Naira Marley, has been taken into custody for interrogation and other investigation activities. A magistrate court sitting in Yaba on Wednesday afternoon, which is today, remanded Aziz Fashola, aka Naira Marley, and Lagos socialite Balogun Eletu, aka Samilari, to police custody. The Lagos State Police Command has requested that Naira Marley and other suspects be remanded for 30 days pending the completion of their investigation into the controversial buy of singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, also known as Mohbad. However, Magistrate Adeola Olatubosun ruled that Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and others be remanded for just 21 days. It will be recalled that Mohbad died on the 12th of September 2023, just 2 days after he performed at a show in Lagos. That's not all. I want you guys to also know that another guy has been arrested or declared wanted this time. And this guy's name is PrimeBoy. Justice for Mohbad. Lagos police declare PrimeBoy wanted. Place 1 million naira bounty on his head. Once again, this comes from the desk of Benjamin Hundein. Following his failure to honor police invitations successfully sent to him since the commencement of the investigation into the circumstances leading to the buy of Mr. Ilerioluwa Aloba, aka Mohbad, the Lagos State Police Command hereby declares wanted Owodunni Ibrahim, aka PrimeBoy. Ibrahim is approximately 1 meter 64 centimeters tall, male, dark complexion with tribal marks, and Yoruba by tribe. His last known address is Third Power, Okeletu, Ikorodu. If seen, contact the nearest police station or call 0803 688 5727. The Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command. CP Idowu Owohuma, clearly hereby offers a handsome reward of 1 million naira only to anyone with useful information leading to his arrest. And this was signed by Benjamin Dane, a police public relations officer, Lagos State Command. Benjamin, by the way, was with us when the investigation started into Mohbad's spy. And this is PrimeBoy. I don't know if you guys can see, he's been declared wanted by the police. So if you know this guy, I'm showing it one by one. I'm showing it now on Facebook. If you know this guy, please contact the nearest police station. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Please, the more you double click and the more you follow my #1 gifter, the more people would be aware of this video. I was driving into the hotel where I went to have lunch today, and people were literally carrying my bag, and they were like, "Daddy Freeze, we love the good work you've been doing on this Mohbad case." As in, it was just awesome, and I promise to keep up that good work, to make sure that whatever we need so as to be able to get justice for this young man, may his soul rest in peace, I will do my possible best to ensure it. Now, I saw a video of this same PrimeBoy paying tribute to Mohbad. Till we meet again in Mole, no friend can take your place. Official PrimeBoy. He tweeted that. Who are really the suspects in this case? First of all, I need us to put our hands together for the Lagos State Police. They said they will work. I think they've been working so far. I may be wrong, but I think the police in this particular case have been showing working. I don't know why my messages are not scrolling on Instagram as they usually do. I watched Very Dark Black Man. I've been following the saga. Everybody's throwing accusations left, right, and center. I watched Sam Clef. Sam Clef called Tunde Ednot out. Very Dark Black Man called Sam Clef out. You know, it's been an emotional roller coaster, because just like the late Ifeanyi Davido's son, that everybody took as their son, everybody seems to have taken Mohbad as their brother. Mohbad is that brother you didn't know you had. Mohbad is that your mother's son that she had for another man. Mohbad is that your father's child that he had with another woman when he went to do one course. Mohbad is related to you. Mohbad is your blood. That is how we all have taken Mohbad. Like saying our brother, like saying our cousin, like saying our son, like saying we know him before, like saying we don't. Mohbad is the first person where people begin to dream, say they see him. People we don't know him in real life, all of a sudden begin to see him for dream. Mohbad traumatized Nigeria. It was one of the saddest, most unnecessary demises that we as a people have witnessed in Nigeria. So we all can relate with it. We're all sad at this stage. And we want justice. We don't want justice for mouth. But you see, I have to say this because I try to watch. There's a lot of emotion. I watch Sam Clef. Sam Clef is a good friend of mine. I watch Tunde Ednot too. Tunde Ednot is also a good friend of mine, and I don't believe Tunde Ednot is, how do I put it? I don't believe Tunde Ednot is playing any games. We're just being emotional right now. And we're reading meanings into things that normally we would not have read meaning into. I'm not saying Sam Clef is wrong. I'm just saying that he's also very emotionally vested, because Sam Clef also went through this thing. He went through it. Sam Clef is a product of this industry doing what it did to him. I'm also a product of it. If nobody say God say I go beat pastors and pastors. Some people come to me and say, Daddy Freeze, why do you throw pastors? I know they throw them. I know they throw them. It no go better for their papa. Do you know what they did to me? Nigerian pastors and Jews. Do you know what they did to me? If no be say God dey my side. Do you know? Let me tell you a story. When baby Freeze was 3 years old, he could not go to school because we did not have money to pay his school fees. He became sin day. Mama sorrow. Today you are seeing me driving the latest Benz, brand new. You think it has always been like that? Do you know what these people share more than for Mary? Do you know what they did to me? So when Sam Clef is angry, I understand where he's coming from. I was still telling Dotun, I sat down and had lunch with Dotun today, and I was still telling him this thing. I said, Baba, my son could not go to school. Do you know why? The two older sisters were already in school. We could not withdraw them from school. He never started. He was supposed to start. We delayed him for 1 year because we did not have school fees for 3 children. Why? Because Nigerian pastors don't go block all my work, and it no go better for them. Nobody say anything. Could they die for one only? So you guys don't understand how deep this is for many of us. You don't understand it. Let me tell you, many of the people shouting justice for Mohbad are as bad as those they are accusing, including your GOs. I was at a car race one day. One guy just called me. He said that please leave there now. They won't do you strong thing. So I understand. I can never say I don't understand and I don't sympathize with Sam Clef. When I tell you that your pastors, nothing spiritual did their body, it go be like say they run them down. One day they did not do anything spiritual to me. I no dream see them one day. They did physical things to me. They called people and told them to drop me from campaigns. I had been called. You are MC on Thursday. Send your account. They've paid. The next thing back, we are sorry, we cannot use you again. I went to an estate party, and I was sitting with a senior advocate of Nigeria on the table who was married to a woman who worked in one of the airline network providers. I said, Daddy Freeze, I don't know what you did to these people. They literally said you are blacklisted, that they should not use you. I'm not going to mention the name of the network provider, but it will go better for them too. So when people like us are talking, we are not reading Mohbad inside newspaper. Say we not buy by the grace of God. Say today we fit sit down wear diamond for our wrist. Not be as Nigerian pastors plan. And my question to them is, if you get Geo, ask her, how you not see Mohbad? You give annual prophecy, a demise that the whole world is shaking, the whole country is shaking, the whole Africa is shaking. Your blind pastors not see them. That they see the one way happened to Davido. This year, oh, pray for Davido, Davido this, Davido this. Mohbad was there crying. Mohbad was crying out. They don't see anything wey happen to am. Then all of a sudden, him buy finish, they come dey see am for dream. Ó ń pẹ́ kẹ́ tó rí inú bathroom ni. Ó máa fò mọ́ yín ni. So, a lot of people are like, oh, Sam Clef is overreacting. Sam Clef is not overreacting. Do you know what they did to Sam Clef? Now, the only thing I'm going to beg you for is, the only thing I'm going to beg you for, oh, thank you so much, I love my true religion. The only thing I'm going to beg you for is, please, let's be careful not to make Tunde not look bad inside this particular matter. Because if we're not careful now, it will be like say, Tunde not decide with Naira Marley. Let me tell you, you guys need to understand that there has to be a balance of opinion. As Naira Marley, he go get lawyer. Anybody that knows what I'm saying, Sam Larry, go get lawyer. Double click the screen if you are watching on TikTok. Pop my money guns. Pop my money guns. Maybe they paying your pastors them. Pop the money gun. In fact, I feel vex go dash them small tight. When they see food chop with the people. So you need to understand that there are people who are going to see life differently. People like very dark black man. He's going to see life from another perspective. It does not mean they've paid him. You see, my problem with you people is anybody will not agree with what you want. That person they don't pay out. Not necessarily. People are going to see life differently. People are going to hurt. People are going to be emotional. You see, ask yourself when you are alone, close your eyes and ask yourself, why do I really feel the pressure of this Mohbad issue? And you see, the answer is because he relates to you in a specific way. Maybe at one time in your life you're a musician, and the reason why you never blow because say they harass you. Maybe because you have a younger brother who's a musician. Or maybe your younger brother has suffered in the hands of all these people they bully. Mohbad relates to you specifically, even though you have never met him before. His pain is our pain. It's not his pain, it's our pain. If you've ever hustled in this life to change your story, it is painful. He resonates with all of us. We've been there before. My advice is, as the story is evolving, as more information is made available, can we please allow people to have different opinions from us? Can we also understand that Naira Marley, Sam Larry, even this PrimeBoy where they just add, they get girlfriend, they get children, and those children and girlfriend and mother and father go side with them. For us to have a balanced case, you need to understand that people are going to have a difference. They're going to have a divergence in opinions. Please work with me on this. Work with me on this. I'm not saying this in any way to spite Peter Obi, but the way Peter Obi fans rallied around in the last election and bullied anyone who was not supporting Peter Obi, including me, who supported the only youth, Omoyele Sowore. Do you know that if nobody say I strong, do you know they really frustrated me? And the idea, which is why initially when I started, I used to follow Peter Obi. Why did I stop? I do not like, it's either us or nobody else. I can't join that kind of party. People are going to have opinions. People are going to disagree at the stage. Which one is, if you are not supporting Peter Obi, you are against us? What kind of thinking is that one? If you say, okay, if you are supporting Tinubu Atiku, you are supporting the old people and you are part of the problem, which I don't understand, because I believe everybody should support whoever they like for whatever reason they like. But when you now say me, where they follow Sowore, where young, where fight for NSAS, where they in prison for revolution now, you are now going to make me feel bad because I'm not supporting a Peter Obi that was Nigerian Port Authority manager. What was his job under Abacha? That was governor in this country. How are you telling me that Peter Obi is changed? How are you telling me that Peter Obi is better than Sowore? Do you know how people trolled me for supporting Sowore? Not Tinubu. I never supported Tinubu. I never supported Atiku. Sowore, I brought into my life. We need to have this conversation because people don't like to hear. I know how I suffered. You people are as bad as the people you are fighting against. So you people should just keep quiet and hide your own place. Someone say, you know, support Sowore? The grove. I go rapture you and I go shake way for your papa before I rapture you. Ma shake way for your life and to be a wasili ani to block it. Ba ori e soro, we phone text ori, send the text to your brain. Because like say if you talk to yourself, your brain no one charge. Plug your polo e sinu charger. Ba re soro enu mi o da o won so fun e won royin fun e. Ma gbe e shake wa ma lari mo gini tile ma fi mo. Someone said Mohbad's case is different. Why is it different? Why is it different? Is it still not a case of you people fighting everybody that does not agree with you? It's the same thing. And I don't want us to have that mentality. People are going to have. I'm watching Sam Clef. Sam Clef, they think I'm good this way. I'm watching Tunde Ednut. Tunde Ednut is more so sitting it out. I'm watching a very dark black man who we know is very outspoken. He's thinking about it in this other way. And I'm appreciating every single one of them. I'm appreciating what Sam Clef is doing. Sam Clef is fighting. Sam Clef, from my opinion, believes it is Sam Larry and Naira Marley. And I appreciate that. He's bringing knowledge, he's bringing experience, he's bringing his own to it. Very dark black man, on the other hand, has a different perspective. He feels it's not necessarily Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Can we hear all of them out? At the end of the day, police go release reports. Toxicology report will come out. Autopsy report will come out. Sam Larry go give statement. Naira Marley go give statement. Sam Clef go give opinion. Very dark man go give opinion. We get sense go come decode everything. We will now make a deduction. We will deduce from everything. For all you know, if you be say Sam Clef, now go right, very dark black man go wrong. If you be saying a very dark man go wrong, Sam Clef go right. I mean, some very dark man go right, Sam Clef go wrong. If you be say the two of them go they wrong, and if you be say the two of them go they right to a certain degree, my problem is if we want to be critical thinkers, we have to open. Someone say, you don't use Obi make money finish. That's why you call his name every now and then. Obi no make me any money. Obi will. People that were following Clash of the Supporters know. I think in the whole 1 year, maybe Obi won twice. Atiku won back to back. Atiku was my highest star buyer. But they were here, they watched it. Followed by Tinubu. So if I made money from my content during the election period, the money came from Atiku number 1, Tinubu number 2, or Atiku and Tinubu tied. Supporters, the Tinubu and Atiku no give me 1 naira. As they day here, as una they pop money gun, una they buy stars. Now so their supporters they pop money gun, they buy stars. Something came from Obi, but that you will sit down and tell me I made money from Obi, that's a lie. If anything about Obi, supporters go come your page like tete flies. They boss, they look for waiting no lost. Una no they give shishi. I don't want to tell you say now why una no enter, but una no give shishi. How far now? The shishi wey una no give, where una dey with am? So if they disqualify Tinubu, una stay at it. Make una dey there. Make una go learn how they give shishi. In fact, I want change to be name from we know they give shishi to we not get shishi. Make una change them instead of we know they give shishi to we not get shishi. So Oreg will become Nigerian president before Obi. We dey work on am. Anything we una like, make una do. Una vex, make una vex. Una shall see am now. Please, make una leave Obi or carry and come out for here. I love him, he's a good guy, but yeah, he's not changed and he's not a youth. Obi is not changed and Obi is not a youth. Showore is the only youth and the only real change. Everybody else now still part of the same system. Well, Obi might not be as much in the system as Tinubu and Atiku, but he's still part of that system. And he was Atiku's running mate. So make we leave. No, just carry their first go. Why I used him to illustrate. I don't want to talk about him. I just use him to illustrate what is going on. Obi na Charles. If people don't come, that the free is big fool. Your papa will bench your mama inside uncompleted building. He live in keke for road. Good bench mama, they thief your papa keke. Me and your papa who be fool. Okonu ni baba àti ẹ. O gbogbo fuse inú ọpọlọ bàbá ẹ ti jó. Ó yẹ kó lọ bá rí wáyà ni. Gbogbo wiring inú ọpọlọ bàbá ẹ gbogbo ẹ ti dọ́ta. In fact, orí bàbá ẹ ti tanná check engine. Obi na Obi Charles. Obi na kọ. Obi náà ni. Jádànù lórí live mi òpònú òṣì bánu èrè. Please, oh. I don't need una here. Carry on, where they go? Showore for president. Let the youth. She be na youth una want. She be na change una want. Go vote for Showore. You dey vote for old people. I'm 47 years old. Obi is 16 years older than me, 13 years older than me. Now be una youth. As I old like this, if I say I want to be youth, self, una not go gree me. And I want to say Obi na youth and change. Hey, coach, she down, Joe. Obi na call. Obi nani. Oh, yeah, go be a nine. Who shit or what shit? Can I please continue the rest of it after? If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Pop my money gun. Pop my money gun. Pop my money gun. Pop my money gun. Another thing I want to bring out inside this matter is beware of friends. Beware of friends. We dey abuse Naira Marley, we dey abuse Naira Marley. We dey abuse Samilari, we dey abuse Samilari. Samilari don't come country from abroad. Naira Marley don't come country from abroad. Meanwhile, Mohbad friend, Prime Property, I be waiting they call the name. He did this Nigeria, he run. Beware of friend o, ọ̀rẹ́ léwu. Hello. The Samilari wey we dey complain about, the Naira Marley wey they don come back Nigeria. You no know say if they no wan come back, they fit use this as opportunity to file asylum. You no know say one whole country wan kpai them. Hello, can we talk? Are you aware? But they came back. They don't arrest them as they come back. In friend, they this Nigeria. Police, they wanted them. So they put 1 million. You know, say they never declared Naira Marley and Sam Larry wanted. They just say that they look for them. They don't declare in friend wanted. So the police even put 1 million naira for him head. Say anybody with Siam. May they bring up. Now message you. Ojo Eron says the friend you should be aware of is Daddy Freeze because he way not straight. Friend, you dey mention me as your friend. Momo, yeah, really. Do I know you before? You no fit, you no qualify for people where they hire to clean my compound. You dey talk say friend. Mo ti mo ya ti baba eri wo lo se lórí burúkú. Ó kàn fẹ̀yìn sórí page mi bí ẹ̀yin ṣèbí. The only friend you should be worried about is Daddy Freeze. Ó wá gbé ọwọ́ adẹ́tẹ̀, hand of leprosy. Ó wá ń type lórí live pàpàpàpọ̀ tí ẹ máa bàjẹ́ jọ máa ráre kú. Una no get sense, una no get sense. Okay, una no get sense yesterday. Una no get sense today. Why una no dey lay the foundation of the sense wey una fit get tomorrow? Afoshisha. Orí ẹ̀ ti ṣe short circuit. Iná wire live orí àti wire neutral orí ẹ̀ wọ́n ti touch. Orí ẹ̀ wọ́n spark. Wọ́n spark bí tiger battery. A full-grown detail. The only friend you should be worried about is Daddy Freeze. One day I don't know you before, I not be your friend. Please double click the screen if you are watching on TikTok. Double click the screen if you are watching on TikTok. Pop my money gone. In fact, I know they talk again. Pop my money gone. You are watching on TikTok. Pop it. Now let me continue. Inside wetin do like Mohbad. Make una learn. Make una learn. Kefile kopon. Beware of friends. Beware of friends. As in, the first person I will believe will be that say na in friend, na in go even dey help police with investigation. Feyi Kogbon, use this and have sense. I hear dash on leads. Use this and have sense. All of you, my friend. Oh, this is my friend. I'm always there for my friends. My friends are there for me. Oh, it is good for you to have friends. The insect eating the F4 is inside the F4. While we are looking to Kenya for Naira Marley and Europe, Kenya for Samilari and Europe for Naira Marley. In friend, they this Ikorodu. In friend, they with them for that Ikorodu. They no find a friend. Already ọ̀tá. Kọ́lọ́n kọ́ wa mọ̀ ṣe, kọ́lọ́n gbé wa yàgò fọ́rẹ̀ bí ọ̀tá. If it ever happened to you before, you know if you know as it be for body, hey, another person don't pop my money gun, make I heal am. Big shout out to you. Isabella, thank you so much. And Yinkuzi, thank you so much. They popped my money guns. Follow my #1 gifter right now. Follow my #1 gifter. Yinka Abijo, that's my #1 gifter. Isabella Wilfred, that's my #2 gifter. Follow them, follow them. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Pop it. More, use this and learn sense. Somebody said that now they won't act the script. And last week they said that the free is hustler. One name. At if anybody team means no. They hustle my hustle, they go. You see, we are talking of friends. Hey, Chibuzo Mokoye just sent me $20 on YouTube. We're talking of friends. Eh? What about parents? Make we carry mouth go where Naira Marley Papa did. If they demand DNA from the wife. Papa, they suspect wife. People, they suspect Papa. Mohbad suffer. In parent, they suspect in wife. The people of the world wey see the matter, they suspect in Papa. This life no balance, so Mohbad Papa gets sorry. A lot of people are still asking that question. Why was there the rush to bury this guy? Why was so they won't bury him for midnight? When no be saying a sacrifice? He will look over Siloru. Chevevi Ruboni. Oh, I feel so sorry for this boy. This boy must have been through a lot. But you see, let me tell you something. You are surrounded every day by enemies. Many of you are praying against witches and wizards in your village. The ones where your friends, they do you. The ones where your papa and mama, they do. Now you pass waiting witch and wizard. If God were to open your eyes so that you could see what was really going on in your life, you'll be amazed that you are wasting your time with uncles and aunties in the village. We're not even send you. Anytime they see you from village, they go curse you, tell you one thing. The real people will sit down on top your matter, they inside your house with you. The real people will sit down on top your matter. Where if the fire won't die, they go blow up. If the fire won't extinguish, they go spray small petrol. They do them gently, so you don't go do weed, so you don't go suspect them. If you just pour small drops of kerosene, the fire will light again. The day on what Lara a kokoro to Jeff follow. If you knew the real people doing you, fear go catch you. Fear go catch you. Nigerian police no good, Nigerian police no good, Nigerian police no good. They've been delivering on this particular matter. Big shout out to Gislover. Gislover, they keep us updated. Big shout out also to this. There was a young man I need to shout out to. I don't know him. Official Sam Olatunji, I don't know who he is, but I saw that footage from the airport, and this is authentic footage, because that cloth wey Naira Marley wear inside this same footage na be the cloth wey Naira Marley still wear for the Gist Lover post wey they release of Naira Marley in prison, in the courthouse. The cloth wey Naira Marley wear for official Sam Olatunji video. If you go to Gist Lover's blog, that's why I said big shout out to Gist Lover. Most blogs bring out recycled news or copy and paste news. Gist Lover, they give you the authentic one. And they go their page. They show Naira Marley wear white nose mask. Just go Gist Lover Media House. You wear white nose mask. So I saw a video of Naira Marley, that same cloth where you wear for Sam Olatunji video. Now it be the same cloth. Make una let Naira Marley change cloth too. That same cloth, that hood, Naira still wear here. Because a lot of people were saying that he's not tall, he's not tall. Now, has he been arrested? That's the question. But you see, person will submit himself for questioning, in my humble opinion, might not need to be arrested. Let me explain why. Anytime on aka frenemy or Rebi Ota, aka Mr. Frenemy. Now that one go. That one go. If police decide that they will lock him, which is what they have said, very well and good, important. Let them ask him all the questions. Now, here's what I'll beg people. No jungle justice. No jungle justice. Jungle justice does not help anybody. No jungle justice. Now, since whether we like it or not, Sammy Larry and Naira Marley do Mohbad strong thing. Whether na them buy am or no be them buy am, we all agree that they did him strong thing. It will also be very good for them to submit themselves. Make streets not do them too strong thing, but at least make them come and make them pledge what they go do. So whether they go build road for Goroduo or whether they go build borehole, they must try to do something for community to appease the people. Because whether they buy them or they don't buy them, no come out buy first, buy in another matter. They do that boy strong thing. We watch video, we see video. And even if they don't get anything, Nkem Oura send me $10 on YouTube. Thank you very much. Even if the court no do them anything, may they no think say they do am. Come on, shake bill. Let them appease that boy's spirits. I don't know how they are going to negotiate with the people. Let them appease that boy's spirit. That boy's spirit is restless. That boy's spirit is restless. Whether they will divide Malian music into two, give the boy half, make half go in family. anything wey dem make from Malian music going forward, Mohbad get half. May you go the boy pikin, may you go any make it sha dey. But they got one gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan, they have to appease that boy spirit. Me, I'm coming from spiritism, karma. The way this boy spirit fought, the way, as in people wey no know Mohbad. One of my listeners, by the way, big shout out to Jacinta Ogogo. Jacinta reached out to me, said, Daddy, please, do you know you did not preach at all last week? I said, I won't preach. The first day when Mohbad by, I on my mic, say make I preach. Now people begin curse me. Say, you know here, say Mohbad, which kind of nonsense preach they preach? You know here, say Mohbad by. I say, who be Mohbad? I swear I don't know Mohbad before. Me, Maury. If you were there on that live, you will know. I can't be one that say, wetin concern me with Mohbad? I won't preach my preach. Jeje when I say, make I leave preach, make I go to talk about Mohbad, we I don't know. Which kind of thing be this? From that day, I shall manage, I struggle, I preach the preach. I shall struggle, I preach the preach. The preach shall not really enter because nobody want to hear preaching. From that day, for another 1 week, I don't feel preach again. Somebody say we roasted you that day. No. You no roast me. Everybody will talk nonsense. I rapture them. I don't know me. You the more. Don't be say you no go get sense when you come my page. You no get sense. No carry and come my page. You. Make I call my pikin. Make I see how they do. One second. If you're watching on TikTok, while you're waiting for me, double click the screen. Pop my money guns. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Big shout out to Nkema Konam Onwura. Thank you so much. How far? I call person and he caught phone from my ear. Okay, she can't call me back. Where's your mom? This one don't make sense again. Lock everything as I told you, have you? Switch it off. There's nothing. Switch it off. You understand? Because have you switched it off from the wall? No, don't leave it. Let's start going. Let me call her now. Sorry guys, I need to coordinate my own family too. I get family, make una not vex. I know say this matter dey pain. This matter dey very painful, but make una not vex. I just put a call through. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Yeah. I want to talk something. You see, Mohbad no be ordinary spiritual, no be ordinary person. Mohbad no be ordinary person. Odion say your wife pursue you for house. Omakbonuke. Oma dance. Odion. Udu Oji. Like the way your mama they pursue your papa for house anytime he bench house girl. Eh? Anytime your papa kill omo losan mole, anytime your papa fire omo losan, your mama will drive and come out for house. You see that ori buruku way they follow you. You inherit am. He did not meet you by mistake. Ori buruku way they follow you. Now your destiny. Destiny hello fish ori buruku. You have used your destiny to do bad head. Please, my wife will they come meet me with children. We for the next how many days we are chilling and lounging and having the best food, celebrating life. You are telling me she's on her way, and I'm calling her to ask her why she has not left the house because she works too much. She's too hardworking. They don't drive me come out for house. Me and your papa will resemble. Please let us continue talking our very important matter. You see, Mohbad no be ordinary person. People spirit, people aura. I was using style to tell you this thing yesterday. People's aura did different. Some people get the kind aura where they know they offend. Some people, they know they offend their aura. Some people aura, hey, no offend them. Oh. Even if that boy no make am for this life, while he was alive, Mohbad remind me of that famous painter. His name starts with V. I don't forget the name now. Make person remind me. Wait till me name of that very famous painter. His name starts with V. When he was alive, nobody bought his music, his paintings. Today, his painting is one of the top 20 most expensive, and I keep forgetting it. I keep forgetting it. No. Van Gogh. God bless you. I be that. Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh. See, throughout when he lived, the only one painting wey he sell, na him brother send person to go buy am. Unto say make depression no buy am. Say nobody gree buy him painting. Coco boy say Vico, not the only Vico. And I won't carry that blessing give you yesterday. You can't misbehave. I don't give you again. In fact, I dey give her to made man you now. Let me invite a few people. I still have a few more things to say, but I just want to invite a few people pending. Pending when I count down to say them. I'm inviting a few people. If you're watching on Instagram, remember to use very kind words. Lady BJ. I'm going to invite Lady BJ. What is your name, man? And they ask question, una they snooze me. Ada, all of them I want Ada. ASOS just sent me AOS for MS Hell. Thank you very much. just sent me a money gun. Pop my money guns. That's my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. AOS. AOS. I hope I got that. Big Spence says, nice cap. Thank you very much, Big Spence. Thank you very much. Vincent Van Gogh, not Leonardo da Vinci. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. The good news for all of us is, as this matter they progress, we are going to be seeing more and more things. We are going to be seeing more and more opportunities. We are going to be getting regular updates. Week just started. Today now Wednesday. Where's a better new Cocoa Boy? So, like I said, because I need to go for dinner and to coordinate my family. So I'll be leaving in the next, I think I can do 10 more minutes. I think I can do 10 more. Poor connection. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. It's the network. Make una no vex. I could send them request. Barry Nene. Let me bring you live. Now, can somebody tag Weird MC? I wanted to bring Weird MC here. And she promised she was going to come. I want to bring Weird MC, and I'll tell you why. I want to bring Weird MC. I want us to have a conversation. Barry Nene, how are you doing, my sister? I'm very well, thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you clearly.
I said, like you said just now, his spirit is very strong. When I saw his picture at Times Square in New York, I was shocked.
As in, did you actually see it in New York, or you saw a picture of it?
No, I saw it. They displayed the picture. They said that's New York. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
that is real. That it creates that boy's spirit is really strong. Because a country that he hasn't even been to. And we even know Nigerians. He really touched all of us. This is like George Floyd's. It reminds me of George Floyd's case. Exactly how people rally around that justice. That if you have justice, just imagine to convict police officers. It's not easy. But justice is justice. Some people you cannot just play with them. So we just want justice to stand, you know, because especially for his family, they need closure, they need answers. These videos are very upsetting. Every time you watch those videos, you cry. I listened to his song that I never knew he was the one that sang that song, because I would just dance to it because I liked the tune. But I didn't even know him. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know he was with Marianne's record. But I just loved the song, and I started watching now every day. I will play Mohbad every minute, every second. But this is a lesson to all of us that if you need to talk about it, when parents separate, they should know how to co-parent. Because I think the separation between the mother and the father play a role that this one was not too much into life, this one was not too much into his life. They didn't track how his life was going, who he was with, what kind of contract he signed. Who was with him?
You can't blame that on divorce. That's a poverty thing. If the father, Davido's lost his mother at a very young age. But because his father has money, his father watched out for his child. Do you understand? You have two poor parents. What can they do? This is more. No, poverty here is the main issue. Poverty in this Naira Marley case is even more important than divorce. Of course, yes, when there is separation and there is divorce, children tend to be affected. But you see, if one of the parents that they are with, like for instance, I haven't seen my own kids in 7 years. I know their mother is not poor. You understand? And I hope that she's not going to make poverty decisions concerning their lives.
But co-parenting as well can play a part benefit, because when parents don't communicate, like, how is that boy? Is with you? What is it doing? No, sometimes you have to talk to him.
Sometimes let me ask you a question. Sometimes parents themselves, I don't want to blame it on my parents were together, but my father did not have much of an influence over my life. And my parents never separated. He just felt
your mom was able to communicate to your dad.
There was nothing they were communicating. Because I'll explain to you, my father did not understand where I was going. So he just felt that this one don't decide say one waste in life. My father said it to me one day. I think I was working then. I'd been working for maybe 5 or 6 years. I was in Cool FM then. My father said he thought I would turn out to be an armed robber. Yes, now.
Wow.
He no believe say anything good will come out of me. So I say no believe me too, I no believe him. The two of us no just send ourselves. So my mother was never, it was my mom that, so this particular narrative, I don't like it being brought up because it's an unrealistic narrative. Sometimes a parent passes on. The other parent is going to raise that child single-handedly. Sometimes it's a divorce or a separation. Sometimes you will be in a marriage, and it happened to me. My father just never believed because I no agree read book. And my father, the only thing my father understood, the only journey to success was book. And as I talk, say I no go read the book. Then
he
don't condemn me. Then, because my dad was Muslim and I refused to be a Muslim, because at that point in my life, religion was not important to me. It was not religion that was disturbing me. You understand? And because I didn't have anything against Islam, but because of the way my dad held it, you must do it. And me, they know the time I must not do anything. No, nothing in this life where I must do. The moment must enter and it don't come problem. I no agree. So him abandoned me. And I was younger than Mohbad then. I was 22, 23. One day, I was in my final year. I had finished writing my project. My father looked at me and said, come, what level are you in that university, sir? Don't tell me you are still in 200 level. I don't even answer. I just they look. Me, where I just write final year project finish. He no know. So you are now telling me that my parents being together, of what consequence was it in my life? If my mother raised me single-handedly, I would have still turned out exactly how I turned out. Not 92%, 100% how I turned out, because I turned out when I had problem, I ran to my mother solved the problem. She was not poor. No, you see, in traditional African societies, my situation is very rampant. The father will tell you, as long as this pikin no one do it and one make it do, I go abandon her. You understand what I'm saying? So I would have gotten exactly the same. Now, imagine my mother was poor. And my mother, you know, when my father says, I'm not going to do this, I just go to my mother and my mother will do it. What if my mother could not do it? I would have had to bend to my father. And where will I have turned out today?
Parents in that it's not the Western way. The Western way, you need 2 parents.
The Western way
to communicate.
The Western way is not without its own flaws. Naira Marley was raised in the Western way. How is he better than Mohbad? The only thing that Naira Marley has is he is privileged. He has money. He's not better than Mohbad. If we know Naira Marley grew up in the UK would have made his parents communicate. How is he better than Mohbad? So that Western system, forcing parents to communicate, all this.
And I'm not in the UK. He was born in Nigeria.
No, he lived in the UK all his life. Can't you see his UK accent?
How old is the UK life? I think it's not when he was baby he came here.
It doesn't matter as long as, see, your formative years. We are talking of Mohbad. Mohbad did not start getting into trouble until maybe when he was 19. When he went to poly, when he said in his own song that daddy paid for school, but I no go.
He go to class.
He didn't go to class. So that doesn't happen till about 18, 19. So where was Naira Marley when he was 18, 19? He was in the UK. So because I'm divorced, I don't want people to say my children did not turn out right because I was not in their lives. No. They are with their mother. Their mother should be able to take good decisions. If they were with me, I would take good decisions on their behalf. It might not be as wholesome. It might not be complete. Sorry?
It might be the one that is very disciplined. So not both parents are strict. You always have one that is very, very strict.
Let me tell you something. My mother single-handedly raised me from around when I was 21 to when I was 19. All the decisions I took in my life, as in, I'd been working on the radio for about 6 months before my father knew I was working on the radio. My mother told me that if I don't go and tell my father, that she will have to tell him. That's how I told my dad that I was. So you are telling me that I have 2 parents. What's the use of the 2 parents? I'm cool with my dad now. But throughout my youth, my dad was absent. From when I was like 19, I'm talking about key decision-making time in my life. So this double parent narrative, it didn't work for me. Maybe if I was in the UK and then my parents had to come together, my mom was forced to listen to me. I was cut from a different kind of cloth. And I'm sure Mohbad had that same thing. Most people are artistic. Their parents don't understand them. They are cut from them. Now, imagine I lived in the UK. They would tell my mother and my father they have to come together. They would have together. The reason why I turned out the way I turned out was because I took my decisions only with my mom. Each time I tried to involve my dad, where he saw the road, there was no road there, but for him, that was the road. Me, I no see road there. If I lived in the UK and the UK forced my mom and him to sit down, I would have suffered for it. Because I was the kind of child that I knew exactly where I was going. I just needed support. And he was not going to support. So when it will be 2 of them against me, they will now have to bend me to what they think. Do you understand? So I've never believed this 2 parents. I think it's emotional. Oh, emotionally, you need both parents. But to succeed in life, you don't need both parents. You need one parent. One person, doesn't have to be your parent, can be an uncle, who understands where you are going and is able to support you to get there. That's all you need. And for me, it was my mother. My mother said it to my daughter the other day. She said, I always knew your dad was going to be okay, but I never knew he was going to be this successful. She said, I always felt he was going to be okay. Now, let's not put this on my dad 100%. I was a very stubborn kid. I know they hear any type of word. And I got into a lot of trouble. So that's why I said, everybody resonates with this Mohbad story. Yeah. Got into a lot of street trouble that they had to withdraw me from the university hostel for a period because of the kind of trouble I was getting into. Do you understand? So straight. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes,
it reached where my dad, but you see, the frustration should not have been to the point where, okay, I'm going to abandon you. Okay,
The African parenting.
Yes, but my mom is European. My mom is white. My mom, and my mom's only son. My father has 3 sons. So if this one no work, okay, this other 2, let me face them. Do you understand? And my mother's only son, and my mother's firstborn. My mama no agree. And you don't understand. Let me tell you what things my mother did for me. My mother knew that I was not going to go to that school. She knew that I did not send that education. She knew that I didn't need it. I didn't. It was the least of my worries. Do you know my mother? My mother would go to my class. My mother was a lecturer in that same university. She knows where my class. She had my timetable. Once my class finishes, my mother would just go. There was one lady that my mother liked then. She would just go and meet the lady and say, "Can I have your notes?" Then there was photocopy machine in her office. She would just photocopy the notes, bind it, and put it for me. Say, "Why were you not in your class?" And I'll say, "Mommy, I have to go and do this." And no, you have to go to. My mother literally forced me to go to class, got me notes, did everything I could. I had no, it got to a point where I said, if I don't get this degree, I offend this woman's spirit.
Yes, because you don't try.
She did everything. Is it food money? Is it clothes? Even got me a car when I was in 300 level. I went to meet my mom. I was teaching then some Israeli kids, and they were paying me in dollars. So I got small dollars. I go meet my mama. Say, I want to buy motor. I wanted to buy golf. I had enough money to buy a golf. My mama said, golf is problematic. Let's get you another type of car. My mother gave me 80% of the money, if not more, just for me to be comfortable. Just for me to be comfortable. Do you understand? All this while, my papa they tell me, say, I no go make am. My papa they tell me, say, I no go make am. My father used to wake me up every morning and stand at my bedside and say I'm a failure.
Wow.
Yes. So when you are telling me that you need both parents, I don't agree. As in, I don't agree. Zero. You need one parent that is responsible and understands you. And I fought my dad all my life growing up. And everybody thought I was so brave that I used to stand up to him. Baba, till last year, I still fight my papa for a dream. Trauma from 30 years ago, I still carried it.
And a lot are suffering the same thing that you're going through. It's African parents. They want your child to be a doctor, they have to be a
Somebody
doctor.
says, people are insulting me.
What about the child?
Who they insult me? Makosa, who they insult me? Please talk and make I drag them. Both is still better though. I don't agree. If you have a toxic parent, if you have a toxic parent, and I pray not to be toxic, that whole narrative of you need 2 parents, I never bought into it. Never bought into it.
With 2 boys. I raised them all my life.
My mother raised me single-handedly from when I was 19. The point in my life where I would have missed my way finally. There was nothing I was doing. Do you know how close I was to my mom? As in, you have no idea how close I was to my mom. As in, we dey fight every day, but I dey go look for am. I must go fight.
That's so nice.
Do you understand? I must go look for. If I don't see my mama, my ex used to say that about my mom. She used to say that that I'm a mommy's boy. That everything in my life I carry my mother. It's not like we used to agree, but as we dey fight, we go dey together. No day where I no go find my mama. No, I must go look for am. Even if I dey go look for am to fight am, I must go look for my mama. You understand? And there were some times when things were really tough. But my mother Never. My mother never told me that I was a failure. My mother never told me that I was useless. My mother never told, even when she did not believe in me because there was nothing to believe in. My mama would still encourage me. That's not the ginger. Now, maybe if I didn't have a father like I did, I might have become too spoiled and I'll just rely on my mother for everything. My father also, me, not my father, me knowing that this guy don't get my back, made me rely extra on my mother and on myself. Let me tell you, as I did like this, nothing won't make me for my life go live with my papa. Nothing. I would rather live under a bridge. I love my dad, we are cool, but that me and him go live for the same house. I will live under a bridge. I will live on a tree. I will live beside the river. Or long till today. Till today. We are cool. Me and my dad are cool. When we talk on the phone once a week or once in 2 weeks, how are you? We are very cool. We gist. We are very, but that we will live in the same house, it's not even possible. Person will buy.
But he's proud of you now, what you have become.
Oh yes, and I'm also proud of him. We love each other. But that crucial point in my life, I needed somebody to hear me out, not somebody to tell me what to do. My dad was too busy telling me what to do. My mother was also telling me what to do, but she was listening. She will talk, and no go agree. So she will come say, okay, if you no go agree, wait till you go do, then I go tell her. But this the way they talk no make sense. I say, I swear I want thing to him. So when she had no choice, she said, okay, this turn where you turn, I go follow you. So she kept following me, even when it looked like I was not going anywhere.
She gave you the support that you needed, that you wanted.
Somebody says, your papa help ginger you too, but you think say na hate. I never thought it was hate, it was toxicity. But he didn't know any better. That is how they were raised. Now torment.
Some parents just like to do it their own way, and then they don't think about the child.
Now it's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why I did not drag children with my ex. It's one of the reasons why. Because I felt that if the two of us start fighting over children, it will get toxic. And even from the beginning, I did not even ask for joint custody. I said visitation rights. Just let me be able to see them once a month. Let them come and spend the weekend with me once a month. I did not want them to live in my house. They live in your house. They start comparing the two. Then they will play you. Kids can be very funny. There are some things, no matter how close I was to my mom was not going to give them to me. She agreed. My mom didn't let me have a bike. There was a time when my mother traveled. I went to buy power bike. My mother made sure I sold it. My man agreed. No matter how close I was to my mom, there were still certain things that my mother did not allow. But guess what? If I knew that my parents were at loggerheads, and I had friends that did it that year, as my man agreed, I'll go meet my papa, knowing that my father is not going to ask my mother, and I will just ask my papa, say, I want to buy a bike. My papa will say, okay, buy it. You understand? So I will be running when I need something. I'll be manipulating my parents. When I need something here, I'll get it here because I know that they are not talking. So everything they dicey in their own way. You understand?
Yeah.
When I say power by, you know. So let's not remove. Mohbad did not suffer from parents separating. He suffered from poverty. Because if the parents separated and the mama,
What do you mean by poverty?
as in,
Can you explain that side? Let me understand.
what? Look at the way he was buried. What does that tell you? That's poverty. Naira Marley, you say Naira Marley, they harass your pikin, you go, they beg Naira Marley. Let me tell you something. My mother is a professor of law. Hold on. My mother is a professor of law. Vice Chancellor of a university. You think I signed bad deal with Naira Marley? My mama go kneel down, go beg her. They go carry him. Forget anything when it won't happen. They go come back baby. They go carry him now. You could go answer say, because my mother will ask me, okay, what do you want from this? I don't want to do this contract again. Okay. Immediately we go just file a suit back. See better lawyer when better suit instead go gentle. But now poverty, they don't know anything, they go beg. That is the poverty. In Mohbad's own, of course, he also had issues with substance. We can't remove that. All these things all add up. But Mohbad's number one problem for this life, that poverty and poverty mentality. That's not him himself, but his situation.
Yeah, where he found himself.
So we need to be very careful when we are addressing issues and appropriating blame.
Do you think he's going to get justice in Africa?
He's going to, I think so, but it might not be what you expect the justice to be. Because to the average man, Mohbad getting justice means say me they buy Naira Marley.
No, not like that, because there's no physical evidence that he did exactly.
God bless you. Femi Aderoba said it's like Naira Marley tormenting Otedola's daughter and Femi Otedola begging him. They go carry him.
I unfollowed him, and the reason why I unfollowed him...
You didn't see what Femi Aderoba said. He said it is like Naira Marley tormenting Femi Otedola's daughter and then Femi Otedola going to beg him. They go carry him. And when they go know say people pass people, they go summon him.
They unfollowed him and it's basically why I did, because for the videos that was going around, the bullying. That's why I'm just obsessed with Naira Marley and Samilari. But other than that, there's a lot of people to be blamed on this. There's a lot of people to be blamed. We're not the law. So we can't just come here and start calling people's names. I think the authority are supposed to be doing that. But a lot of people fail his songs. When I listen to the words that he plays, a lot of things he said in his songs, but nobody picked it up. And you can see he has a lot of anxiety in him.
In Papa and in Mama, when they live with for house, don't pick them up. Who can't be anybody? Double click the screen if you are watching on TikTok. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter.
If it's not with his father all the time, how are they going to pick it up?
Good.
His friends, his partner, his friends, they are always around him. They should be able to understand. This is the thing in Africa. They will wait till you buy and then they will come and say, oh, I knew he told me this, but I didn't know he was going to get to this. When somebody tells you they want to harm themselves, or they have anxiety, they have depression. My son's girlfriend, she called me one day, she said she started cutting. But why? I just said, I know what, let's meet tomorrow. And I started talking to her. Then I started realizing that she's going through a lot of things. And anxiety is one of the things that will cause depression. It's very, very bad. So the people around him really failed him. I'm not saying I probably didn't do anything wrong. He contributed a lot. He contributed. Especially when it comes to substances. I'm not saying he forced him to put it in his mouth, but they say, show me your friends, I'll tell you exactly who you are. If you surround yourself with people that do those kind of things and you're taking a substance, obviously, what do you expect? It's just sad because it's a very bright, brilliant, talented boy that's just lost his life for nothing. And I hope people will learn from this. I hope people learn from this particular incident and changes can happen.
That's the problem. People don't learn. Now default.
They learn from this, and then changes happen, not just to learn, but to make change. They said you can only experience change when you make change. If what happens to Mohbad now, we learn from it and then make a change from it. I think it will prevent a lot of people from going through what he went through. But it's sad. Every time I look at his picture, I just feel like crying. I had sleepless nights for a couple of days. I don't even know that boy. But like you said, his spirit, if it's that boy, his spirit is very strong. Very, very strong. I have a white friend. When I explained the story to her, every time she's asking me, how is that case? I said, which case? That boy that showed me his picture, he said, I can't get him off my mind. I'm like, but I've never been to Africa. I didn't think about this boy like this. Don't imagine. Listen.
Sorry, the network is not good. I want to change the network. So just hold on for 1 second.
Okay, that is this.
I'm trying to change the network so you guys can see a bit clearer. How is it now?
I think that's better now.
You didn't even look.
For your sound alone, I know it's better. Oh, this is clear. This is very clear. Even the sound is clear.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was using my phone Wi-Fi.
So your sound. Oh, okay.
Okay, I was using my phone Wi-Fi. Now I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi, so it's better now. I'm not at home, so I might not have that premium Wi-Fi that I have at home. How? I switched off all the lights. Let me turn everything back on because I wasn't getting good lighting.
I'm talking about UK weather.
Oh, okay. I thought I wasn't getting good lighting. That's the issue.
Oh, I love that frame at the back.
Yeah. So you see, what happened was because the lights were behind me and it was daytime, you could see me as a shadow. So that's why I turned off all the lights to try to get better lighting. But now we've been on for over 2 hours. You understand? We've been on for over 2 hours. So if you're watching on YouTube, bottom right hand corner, you see a box with $sign in the middle. That's how to get super chat, super stickers, super likes. If you have any questions, raise them there. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, follow my #1 gifter on TikTok, follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Big shout out to every single person who bought my money guns. Ungwa, Belinda, thank you so much. Official Pranker TV, African Pranker TV, thank you very much. Isabella, thank you. All of you, pop my money guns. We have double click the screen, double click the screen, double click the screen. You should have said new African parents are failing. You will have said new African parents are failing in their duties as parents. People like us got good training from our parents and neighbors. I disagree with that. If I had modern parents, maybe I would have benefited more from it. I personally believe that the reason why, sorry, let me move YouTube here. Old parenting did not work for all of us. It worked for some people, not all. That old, you see, some people are built to fall in line. Some people are built to join the wagon. Some people are built to stay away to deviate from the norms. I was not a listening person. I know there was nothing my parents were telling me when I was young that made sense to me. And I'm glad I was like that because I was able to turn. Who's calling me now? Oh, yeah. Hello.
Don't mind of your
I had a mind of my own, but my generation did not encourage you to have a mind of your own. You had a mind of your parents.
But these days you can't tell the
So
Gen Zs
everybody that enjoyed their parents. If you ask my sister, on the other hand, my sister will say she had a good relationship with my dad. You understand? Because my sister was the kind of person that now waiting they tell her to do, now they do. You understand? But me, that thing where they tell me to do, it no make sense to me. You understand? It did not make, and it didn't make sense then, and it didn't make sense. It doesn't still make sense to me now.
But is it you and your kids, like, do you the same way you are with your parents? Do you do the same to your kids?
No. I think my kids find me easier to communicate with than even their mom. I have my own way. I have my own way. But because I went through this with my dad, I am more open to how do you want to do it? Tell me. You understand what I'm telling you?
Ask questions. Why? Why do you want to do this?
Why do you want to do it? Then I'm going to tell you that, do you know if you do it like this, you might not get this? Do you know if you do it like this, you might not get this? But still make up your mind, and I'm going to support you. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm going to, sometimes when I see myself becoming too much like my dad, I just quickly nip it.
Slow down.
I just slow down. And then there was one thing my dad never did for me. My dad never bought me expensive things. No, man, I take care of my children. Oh. At least the ones that are with me, I will take care of you. I will burn my money on you. You understand? I make sure they're okay. I take them out. I spend time with them. You understand? Those kind of things. So my dad, I'll give you an example. I just take my kids, all of them, and take them to the best hotel in Lagos and book a weekend for them. And then every day we eat at a different restaurant. It's like we go to this restaurant, let's go and try this restaurant. I take good care of them. Make sure
them to go, or do they have to be around you?
Do I have to? Do I allow them to?
Do you allow them to go on their own? Are they old enough to like be on their own, like go away without you?
Away but monitoring.
What do you mean monitoring? Like if they travel, or let's say you book a hotel for them and they're there, you're not there. You're at home, you're checking on them. Would you allow that?
I don't think so. Maybe not yet. Maybe when they get a little older.
Yes, that if it's you
no.
This is why I like you, just play. And if I don't think so.
No. Make sure I go put you inside trouble. You know, but as they get older, of course they have privileges, you know, they can go out if they tell me, you understand, they have curfews, of course. You see, abroad in Nigeria is different too. Abroad, your children don't have curfews once they are 18. In Nigeria, you still have curfew if you are living inside my house. But talk to me if you want to go somewhere, tell me. You
what
understand?
About 21?
Still, you are living in my house. You have a curfew. Curfew ends when you start paying the bill.
Let's say they have a boyfriend and they want to come and introduce you to that boyfriend, so be coming to the house instead of them going out. Would you allow that?
Say that again.
Let's say 21, she has a boyfriend. Can she introduce the boyfriend to you?
Of course.
And can he come to your house?
Of course.
Can she go to the boyfriend's house?
Yes, but she cannot stay over. She cannot spend the night. That's the African in me. Oh, don't be angry. That's the African in me. Please. Those are the things you get when you now start working and you start earning your money. And here's my rationale. If you go carry belly, at least you where they work, get money to take care of yourself. But when they stay for my house, I don't want to take care of you, can't take care of your pikin.
That's another thing.
You understand? And let me tell you, this thing that I'm talking about, you people that live abroad, you know you suffer from this a lot. One day your pikin will just come out saying don't get belly. Finish.
No, because they don't communicate. That if it's a teenage girl, you have to talk to them to go get family planning. Because they tell you that they know they do that and lie. especially this part of the Western world.
So you see, Western world, there are third world problems and Western world problems. So for me, I don't have those kind of problems yet. We understand each other. If you tell me you have a boyfriend, you want to bring your boyfriend home, no problem. Now, when you are serious with the boy, and I know you are serious with the boy, and I know the boy is serious with you, you can start getting serious relationship privileges. Then let me tell you something here. If you like, be 20. Now, age does not matter to me. Achievement is what matters to me. I have a 15-year-old that gained admission to the university at 15. So by the time she's 21, she'll have been done with school. So a 21-year-old that is still in uni and a 21-year-old that is done with uni is two different privileges.
Yeah.
A 21-year-old that is done with uni, is doing NYSC, is different from a 21-year-old that is still in uni. Do you understand? So age is, I don't do things because you are, if at 21 you have achieved certain milestones, I will also give you certain rewards.
Yeah.
Now, about the hotel thing, it's a family bonding exercise. That's why I'm not counting the money and giving it to you. They take the money. No. Let's spend time together as a family. You understand? Let's eat together. Because whether you like it or not, these children are growing up. They're going to scatter across the world. At the end of the day, this person will go here, this person will go here, this person will go there. So while you have them, create things that will make you bond with them. That's my understanding of the world.
I want to explain it, maybe you give me an idea. A friend of mine that I work with has a daughter, and she's 23. And came to the mom and said, I wanted to talk to you. Told the mom that she doesn't like men. She likes women. Right now, she's very, very upset. How do you go about things like that with your child?
First of all, if I lived in the UK and that happened, I'll have to support the child.
Really?
100%. That's one of the consequences of living in a Western world where everything goes. Now, if I lived in Nigeria, there are certain things I am going to imbibe into my children from a young age. One of my kids one day during gay parade week put up the rainbow color. Now 5-hour family lecture. And at the end of the day, we found out that the particular child does not want to be like that, but she just pities them. So we now try to explain that, look, this thing is not right. It exists, but it doesn't. I don't want to say it because I don't want them to come and start putting inside my body. So
it's their own way, but not our own.
So it's not our own way. At least traditional Yoruba and traditional Igbo culture does not permit it. Neither does Islam or Christianity.
And they are Muslim. She's Muslim.
But you see, the moment you carry your bag and you go to Canada, the moment you wear your cloth and you go to London, you cannot try these things.
But these things are happening in Africa. It's happening.
Now, in Africa, my reaction will be different. My reaction would be, waiting they do you. Where is this coming from? And Agudon, they see the sign from when they're small. You see, the problem is picking where go turn out like that. You go down, these parents are missing the signs. Parents are missing the signs. Me.
Okay, it's coming over because this girl is not like that. I didn't see it coming at all. Even me, that is not the mother.
Me, I would have seen it coming. 100% I would have seen it coming.
What's the signs that you look for?
Me? I'm an investigative journalist, so you don't forget. I would have seen it coming. I would have seen it coming 100%. Let me tell you, when the children play tricks, I'm the one that catches them. So it will have been now. Sometimes, let me be honest here, there are some people who by nature are like that. You can't change them.
Look at how I said a disorder. Is it easy?
No, I'm not. If your child is like that, you are not going to disown them. You are going to work with whatever they have.
With them, talk to them. Maybe they're just going through a phase. They want to.
What if now? Let me ask you a question. What if my child decides that that's what they want to be permanently? I don't know if you buy them now. There's nothing you can do.
Buy them, but I swear that boy has that. The heartache that I will go with. They no.
You have to also understand that it is their life, not yours.
True, but it's hard.
It is their life, not yours. So if that's what makes them happy, and you have taught them the right way, there's beyond. You see, once speaking don't reach 21, there's little you can do to their lives. Your job was when they were 8. Your job was when they were 10. Your job was when they were 12, 13. That was when. By the time they are 21, they are formed.
So, but you're saying that there are signs that you can pick up. So, does that mean that if you don't pick up those, that you failed as a parent?
No. It's not everybody that has the antenna that can pick up that kind of radar. It's not everybody that has that antenna. It's a very specialized antenna.
I just say, pray that these things don't happen to you. Because it's only when it happens to you, you
can't
realize.
Pray it. You can't pray that it doesn't happen to you.
I just pray God just don't give you that child that will come and say.
So, okay, let me now ask you. One day, one of my children comes home and said that's what he wants to be. What is that I'm going to do?
Nothing.
Why am I going to be heartbroken? We're going to have that conversation. We're going to sit down. I will express my disapproval. But beyond that, I can't go any further. And I would rather 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you came to tell me than you led me on to believe that you are normal, and then you go and put somebody's son or somebody's daughter inside the mess. That one, now I don't go forgive her. And that is what happens to most parents who cannot dial in. Because you refuse to accept the way your child is. Your child now pretends to you, gets married for a cover-up, and then goes on to torment them. Because when they are like that, they can marry and do it to have a child, just to please the world. But it is not them. So the husband go, they won't touch him, the pikin, no, the wife, nobody agree. You can't wonder, where is this coming from? If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click the screen, double click the screen. Someone just pumped me another money gun. Thank you so much. Pop my money guns. Hair to die for. Thank you so much. Guys, follow Hair to Die For. That's my #1 gifter now. I'm trying to invite more people, but I don't know why they are not seeing my invitation. So that's as far as I can. You know, that's as far as we can go. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll keep updating you guys to let you know exactly what is still happening regarding this particular case.
We all pray he gets the justice he deserves.
Like I said, we can't pray the justice. We have to demand it. There are things you pray.
I like that one yesterday. You were asking the questions about.
We are not going to pray for justice. We are not going to pray for our children to turn out. It is our responsibility to raise them, and it's our responsibility to work with them. If they happen, I told you I have gay pigeons.
Gay what?
Pigeons. I keep pigeons. I have 2 gay male pigeons.
How do you know they're gay?
Because they mate with each other. And they are male, and they live together. I did a whole video about it.
I've never heard this.
Google it. Even lions, they are like that. I have them. I can call one of my kids now and Kalfa, I'm on a live video, tell them you're on audio, tell them about we've been monitoring them for over a year. A male, a brown male and a black male pigeon. They are married. You know pigeons marry. So yes, so it's you can't pray it. If it's in their nature, there's nothing you can do. So you pray that it's not in their nature first.
That's the only thing you do. God take control. I love that life that you did yesterday.
Sorry?
Because we Africans just they pray. Pray.
Everything that pray, and how far has the prayer gotten us? Nigeria is evidence that prayers don't get answered.
Yeah.
So this Mohbad justice, we're going to demand it. We're not going to pray for it. We're going to demand it. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Oh yeah. Double click the screen. Let me make some noise for my TikTok family. I'm going to give a big shout out to my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. Hair to die for. That's my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. Oh yeah. Follow my number one gifter. Hair to die for. That's my number one gift. Oh yeah, follow. I want to see, how do I join your conversation? Hair to die for. Send me a request. Let me bring you in for a few minutes. Send me a request. How do I get a request again? TikTok can be okay. Guests. Okay. Guest request display by coins. Gifters will be displayed at the top of the request list. The list will also be visible to viewers. Okay, so if you want to be my guest, you have to be my number one gifter.
There's a plus sign list. They have to press the plus sign.
Yes.
They have to do a gift you first. TikTok is different.
So since you're my number one gifter, the lady who wants to join the conversation is my number one gifter. So since you're my number one gifter, I'm sure you can join.
You need to press the plus sign.
Lily baby.
Where pictures on the boxes, like empty pictures.
So send me a request. I've just added somebody. Lily baby. The guest has already gone offline. Oh. So send me a request. Send me a request. My darling sister. Friendships and all that. Unless there's an update on Mohbad. Now let me promise you guys something, yeah. I will come as often as I need to come, as long as there's an update on the Mohbad case. So I'm going to make sure that any breaking news, any current conversations about Mohbad, I will make sure I bring them to you.
Thank you. That's nice.
Okay? So I'm going to make sure my platform is available. As I'm talking to you, I had 1,100 people watching me on Facebook, about 1,300 on Instagram, about 400 on TikTok, and about 315 on YouTube. So it's still a very big audience. And I will make sure that everybody watching or everybody can get access to gist and truth about this particular Mohbad situation.
Thank you so much. That would be nice.
Yes. So if you're watching on TikTok, double click my screen. Oh yeah, double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok.
You have come for dinner.
So guys, take care. Let me go. Barry Nene, lovely talking to you.
You too, like
guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to say to me, send it to my DM. I might not read all my DMs, but I'll try as much as possible. Don't say hello, Daddy Freeze. If I say hello, Daddy Freeze, I'm not going to read it and I'm not going to reply you and say hello back. quick one line, hello daddy, I think you should look at it like this, or hello daddy, please, I want to do this. When I see that what you are saying is, if you send me message begging for money, finish, I will delete it. But when you say something that is important, I'll be the one to reach out to you. Okay, guys.
Alright. Have a lovely time.
Thank you all so much, and God bless. Thank you, TikTok family. Bye, guys.